reasons. And by the way, any of you that want to be writers out there, you know, Christopher said, I know what they wanted to do, Don. They wanted me to be the black writer. Don't get yourself caught in that trap where the only thing they're going to let you write is black characters. If you're a writer, you want to write. You want to write about the world you see around you. What they did in the 1970s, and Alex, you know this is true. People think I chose Billy Graham for the Black Panther. I did not have that power to choose us at the time. For this series later on, I did choose Billy Graham, and I'll tell you why later. Because it was my script, and I could do it. At Marvel, I couldn't. The one thing I knew is that Billy was a Renaissance guy, and Billy would not have any problem. I put the first gay characters in Saber. Billy wasn't going to have a problem with that. That book almost didn't get printed for 2 years because the artist did not want to finish the book because the original artist,
which is the one who did the cover.
Yeah, great looking cover. He's a great artist, but he did not want. He did not want a black man and a white woman to. He did not want Melissa pregnant. They could have sex, but she couldn't be pregnant.
They couldn't have a real relationship. It couldn't be real love.
Couldn't be legitimate,
right?
But you know, it's beyond that now.
And Saber was going to become a love story. And by the way, just Billy's brothers. I'm sorry.
Son.
Son. I'm sorry. Like it's been a really long day and night. We're going to be reprinting all of Billy's artwork in the new Saber that's coming out in 2020. And I wrote it in 1980. This is the storyline. Joyful Slaughter is running for president of the United States. And he's going to kill this black rebel Saber by executing him over Old Faithful in the Yellowstone Park and televising it to the entire country so he can show the country what a firm stance he's taking on the death penalty. And the tagline that I wrote back in 1980, Saber, the president wants him dead.
So, you mentioned something earlier too that was fascinating about the coloring. You talked about the moon and how you wanted it to always to be blood red or dark, never, sort of like this traditional look. So these other elements, speaking to the point about how things look in Wakanda, how the characters actually look, how much of what you all conceptualized together and sort of you have on the page was able to be preserved throughout the pushed back or the sort of like this, were there conversations about, you said Killmonger and he was too threatening, so was there sort of this kind of constant, even about sometimes things that we might think would be really minute, but that they were.
Don's very sneaky. I need you to understand that. Just work with that for a moment. He's a great guy. He's loyal as a friend. He's loving and caring of his family. But he's a sneaky son of a gun here. I'm going to tell you right now. And the reason that you have the books that you have is because he's sneaky. Now you can tell him how sneaky you were.
What sneaky stories do you want me to tell?
Oh.
How did you get it through the Marvel brand?
When did they find out about certain things? That's always a good story.
I'm not sure.
When they would call you into the office and they'd say,
they would call me in almost every issue, but as it went along, it wasn't an issue that didn't go by that they wouldn't.
well, let me help you out here. Bottom line, the books, remember, this is not supposed to last very long. These books were maybe 3, 4, 5 issues, maybe it was supposed to be gone. So here's Don doing this stuff, and for a while he's doing, several stories and no real big deal except maybe the covers. Now, that's important that you understand. A lot of the complaining was about the covers because obviously they weren't reading the stories. They weren't reading the script. But at some point, somebody must have been sitting in the can, needed something to read, pulled up one of these things. He started to get a little clued in for what was happening.
Well, they would read the books when they were in, when the books first came out. So, but by that time it's too late.
Yeah, well, okay, and go on.
And then they would call you in and say, the one I probably think of the most, I did the first interracial kiss in Marvel Comics. And this was not going to be an easy thing. I didn't know it was going to be as controversial. And people ask me about putting gays into comics, but other things were It's only because it's a world I knew around me. I worked with an artist who was gay. He could have lost his job if he found out that time. He makes it well known now, but in 1973 to 1976, you better not get caught. You could just, it doesn't matter how good you are, you could lose your job. And I started to make this point earlier on like being a black writer. Same thing with women. In the 1970s, Bauer did an experiment. They did 3 women-oriented titles that they thought were women-oriented titles. One was The Cat, one was Night Nurse, and one was Patsy what?
Oh God, it was a cartoonish kind of thing, wasn't it?
Cat, nurse.
Yes.
And a cartoony kind of female,
They used her
Like
character.
an Archie kind of character.
Yeah, they used her character in Jennifer Jones on Netflix. At any rate, they had 3 women writers, right? But the women could only write those 3 books. And
Because
when
there were
those 3
books
books
about
died,
women.
guess where those women went? Absolutely. So,
You mentioned color. I just want to quickly say this. Anybody know the name Larry Hama? Okay, one person. The rest of you go look it up. 2 people. Okay. Larry Hama is, I believe, Japanese. Okay, Japanese American. He is a great artist. He worked on G.I. Joe and a bunch of other things. Also back in the 60s, 70s kind of thing. Larry at one point was hired as an editor at DC Comics. And he tells this story. I happened to do it when I did a panel and he was on it. He tells this story. I'll do it very quickly. He's in the offices for a matter of weeks or so, and he's looking at some of the books, and every time he finds a book that has an Asian character in it, which was not plentiful, they were yellow. Straight up banana yellow. And after a while, because Larry's kind of connected to that sort of thing, he's looking at it and going, well, that's not me. So he says, why are we doing this? So he decides he's going to go down to production. He's not going to go to the editor, he's not going to be the big boss, he's going to go down to productions. He goes down to productions, and he talks to one of the guys who's like the foreman down there. I don't know the guy's name anymore, but it's something like Lou. It's a Lou guy, right? And he says, Lou, I notice all these books that we do here, we keep coloring the Chinese and the Japanese characters yellow. Yeah, yes, we do. Well, Lou, why do we do that? It's what we always do. I said, well, do we have to? No. Then let's not. Okay, that was it. That was it. No fights, no lawyers, nothing. But unless somebody said something, questioned the norm, it didn't change. And very much in terms of looking at color, is backdrop and setting and mood, that's one thing. But color, to some people, that's the way it's always been. They're not about change. They're about maintaining what's always been because that's where I'm comfortable, or that's what I know, or I don't want to rock the boat, blah, blah, blah.
I think because it's also easy, a lot of people, they don't have to deal with the individual. Having to deal with, even as individuals, like people like to go, oh, Don is this, Alex is that, and try to sum me up into one word. We're all a little more complex than that, and sometimes a little more simple than that.
And what's great for us is that you really imbued that, I think, in this story, which is, it's not just I think this is important to say, it's not just merely that a character is black. It's what you do with the story. It's the complexity you give it. It's that you actually treat the character seriously, right? And you create this whole world.
My feeling was that no matter what we did in Panther's Rage, even though we were doing all those jungle genre conventions, it was going to approach it. Everything had to be, there was never tongue-in-cheek or screwing around with it. It's always very earnest. And my thought was, okay, if you're a human being, what happens if you really go through this? You really have to endure this. And now it's part of your learning back. It's part of what you have to do. And part of what I really wanted to get at, say, with a novel like Panther's Rage is that even if you win the war, quote, what you think you won it physically, the war never ends. And all you do is add, kill women, they call it red dust legacy. There's always a legacy of the people who lost loved ones. So, as a matter of fact, you won't see it in the movie, I don't think, but in the books, after Killmonger dies, he has a woman that loves him. She comes out to kill Killmonger. I mean, to kill T'Challa. She actually had to take on cheetahs and drag him over jagged rocks, and he almost gets killed by her. And the point was like, yeah, that war, the big war might have been over, but a little boy ends up being the one, he lost a father. That little boy is never gonna forget that he lost a father in that war. That woman's never gonna forget that she lost a lover in that war. So there's always a cost, there's always, it doesn't go away, and somewhere down the line, somewhere that cost, even if it's only in what happens to the